Welcome back, my friends, and like I said, I hope you miss these handsome faces just as much as we miss all of our wonderful viewers back at home. I'm still Sepulent, still joined here by my friend Z-, and we now have Fairfield University up against Niagara University.
We're going to be expecting a lot of exciting things from the both of them, for sure. And speaking of excitement, ooh.
What? No way this is real. No way we're starting with a Dark Samus matchup.
Okay, you know, I was actually looking forward to maybe like a Samus versus Dark Samus, but you know what? This is sick too.
Yeah, and I think it's I think it's gonna be Darkkat, a certified Samus player. We know that much. Up against King of Spills, who's also coming out on that Samus, or Dark Samus rather. This is I'm very excited to see how this goes. I feel like we don't see Dark Samus very often.
Yeah, I don't see it quite often either. It typically is just like the default Samus, so it's interesting to see like the clone out here. I believe they're both the same though in terms of their attributes.
Right.
So it's kind of like the whole Peach and Daisy thing, where it's like Peach is just the more popular version of the two. But that said though, yeah, we have two Dark Samuses on deck.
Yeah, this is really quite exciting. It looks like we're going to see King of Spills with a decent early lead, but now Dark Samus versus Dark Samus, they're both pretty heavy hitters, and like you said, being one of the first Shadow fighters, Dark Samus is pretty much just Samus, so there are very mild differences, but differences nonetheless, and now Darkkat, with a very early lead, going to be able to find that first stock and already rack up 40% more on the second.
Already, so far, 3 stocks to 2. Means around the mid%. I'm expecting a lot of shield damage. They really have all the tools, whether it be Morph Ball, Missile, Charge Shot. So I'm definitely gonna be expecting a lot of gameplay of them shooting from afar and just really like keeping the distance.
Oh, they both went for the grab there, but Darkkat was like frames earlier, able to pick up King of Spills, gonna commit that neutral beam and not able to find anything, gonna pretty much charge up another one there. The forward air picks up some damage, gonna go for the whip shot, not able to find anything, and the down smash is not gonna get anything done there. King of Spills turns around that first stock, but looks like they're about to lose their second.
All right, nice Morph Ball control.
Oh, misses again.
Yeah, I gotta say, I love the way in which Samuses navigate around the platform. They do like sick movement, like Morph Ball from like right to left to like veer versus Charge Shot. They just have a great understanding of how to utilize the platform.
Absolutely.
Nice stock. All right, good forward air. Alright, now they're just conditioning each other's shields. It seems like Darkkat is doing a slightly better job at punishing King of Spills when they go out of shield. But King of Spills is actually doing a good job of throwing out aerials and tilts and disadvantage, and racking up a lot of damage so far. So it's looking even between the two of them. They seem to be accelerating at different areas of their Samuses.
I believe I'm back. Sorry, I believe my router likes to reset itself without anybody really doing anything, but I'm going to believe that I am back for the time being. Anywho, King of Spills now going to be at 97% on that final stock, like you said, and 102 for Darkkat. Going to lose their second, but they've got their first online. Or their third, rather, excuse me.
Alright, the Charge Shot. Ooh, I always forget that's a combo move. Good nair to set him off.
Yeah, it looks like now we're down to that 1-to-1 stock. Darkkat had a pretty good lead, but all of a sudden kind of still has it a little bit, but on that final stock, Dark Samus has plenty of time to do as much damage as they need. King of Spills with the up special, or with the recovery, but Darkkat with the back air, going to be able to line things up there.
Alright, looks like Dark Samus was able to take this one. Alright. Gonna be... yeah, good catch and disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely a good look there very early on. As a reminder that it's going to say Niagara Fiction. Fiction is not coming out until, I believe he's going to be their final matchup player for them today. So definitely keep that in mind. We'll give you those overlays in match, but outside of match, it'll say Fiction because it looks like they may be using his account. I'm very excited. That Dark Samus versus Dark Samus caught me so off guard, my internet crashed. So that was really cool, and I'm glad to see that because Dark Samus, I feel the last time we saw Dark Samus, let me see if I have it written down here. Actually, I have her as not seen at all, so that's going to be exciting. Get to add another one to my bingo sheet. Very exciting.
Let's go.
Love to see it. Get to write that one down. That's one for the history books. Got Dark Samus online March 16th, and I try to keep track of that because I know there's somebody out there, nerdy like me, who's like, I wonder when the last time this person was played was. And I'm like, oh, I got you. No worries. To be fair, my spreadsheet is only a couple weeks old, so I'm sure I missed a whole lot of things, but...
How full is the spreadsheet, by the way? I'm just curious.
It's getting there. I think we're missing... Yeah, hold on, let me see. So characters we haven't seen since I started are Samus. Oh, we have seen Yoshi. I need to correct that. So it's going to be Samus. And we haven't seen Peach or Daisy. Haven't seen the Ice Climbers. Marth and Young Link. Mewtwo and Roy. Meta Knight. Oh, we did see Pit today, so I need to change that as well. But it's mostly the characters you'd kind of expect not to see. I mentioned that earlier. Wario. Oh, we have seen Snake. I gotta fix that one. So you guys can now listen to me live fix my spreadsheet. Diddy Kong, Olimar, Lucario, Toon Link. Is he on here twice? Oh, Young Link is one of them. I made a verbal mistake. And then Villager, actually, who I used to play all the time in Smash 4, but he's kind of Garbo in Ultimate, so we don't see him very often. There's a whole bunch more, but I won't go through the entire list. But like I said, it's kind of the characters you'd expect to not see super often.
Correct. All right, so we're kind of seeing a little bit of a twin here. So they're both using the dark variants of each Samus. You have King of Spills dubbing the regular Samus, and you have Darkkat going with the Dark Samus. So I forgot the background behind the Dark Samus suit. I believe it's gravity. I could be wrong on that. I'm not familiar with Metroid that often. Phazon. Okay, the Phazon suit. I was just informed. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to tell which is which. That said, it seems like King of Spills was able to hold advantage better and get that near off stage. We'll see how Darkkat responds.
Yeah, absolutely. And Samus, actually my go-to character in Melee, so that's a lot of fun to think back to those golden days. But now King of Spills, 77%, Darkkat on 40%, so we definitely see a very aggressive lead for King of Spills this time around. It was going to be a little bit worse, for Darkkat, as they're sitting on that second stock. King of Spills still has all three. It might be at 91%, but every single hit, currently sitting at 40% extra credit, so every single hit really matters here.
Yeah, certainly does. And right now, Darkkat sitting at the middle percent, manages to escape that trap situation. Right down to Forder. Ooh, misses it.
Yeah, they're gonna miss a couple of important moves. Their King of Spells gets a little bit of Darkkat gets a back air there, but Fairfield is gonna be able to turn things around. King of Spells trying to keep the dream alive, but there's Darkkat picking up another stock, making it a 2-1 straight away. Great read from Darkkat there. Able to rack up 42% damage on a King of Spills. Oh, make it 70, make it 83! My goodness, Darkkat, let the guy hit the ground. Oh, excuse me, King of Spills needs to let the guy hit the ground. Darkkat needs to hit the ground.
Alright, keeping some space in the air. Yeah, a lot of these forwarders are kind of just not really working. They're not really linking to the last hit. I think it might just be because of jump distance. Maybe it needs to full hop as opposed to short hop. Ooh, shield.
Oh, close quarters. King of Spills, swapping from Dark Samus to Samus, you don't think it would make a huge difference, but King of Spills here just so much more aggressive in that first round.
Yeah, perhaps it's like an attitude thing too. I remember as someone who's used characters such as Pit and Dark Pit, sometimes
right.
I like to switch the characters up, not necessarily for moveset, but mentality. I do notice that with Dark Pit I play a lot more aggressive, whereas with Pit I'm a little bit more patient.
Sure.
So could be a mindset thing.
Absolutely, but back air does not care about mindsets. King of Spills is going to be able to take Darkkat offline there, and that's going to make it a stage 3 already, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we're going to start off pretty strong there. First time we've seen Battlefield in a while as well. I'm taking a little look-see at my chart. Haven't seen Battlefield since Map 3, Probs, the Snake player versus Lukewarm. So it's been a fat minute.
Alrighty, let's take a look at this.
Coming up next, I believe, is going to be IV versus Tin Can, unless they're going to have any kind of swap coming through. Tin Can I have listed as an Ike player, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. Is Ike is, I always say Ike's a little bit less conventional. I know a couple of people may disagree with me on that, but I feel, of all the sword fighters, I feel Ike is not one you see particularly often.
Mm-hmm. I think Ike in general is one of those characters where you remember all of like the top Wi-Fi Ikes, but then you don't remember any lower level ones, because a lot of the lower level ones kind of do. They kind of do rely on like the Nair, and like Nair is very good for sure, but I think when you have that linear style, people can tend to figure out some counterplay to that, and then once you find counterplay, it's like, what else can you do aside from like learn the neutral?
Yeah, looks like they're actually going to be bringing out the Pyra Mithra matchup, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. Is, you know, we talked about this new character. She's still pretty stinking new to the roster, the newest character in the game. I guess they are. There are two of them, to be fair, but coming out now, trying to find some good damage with Mithra early on. And like we talked about earlier, it's pretty commonplace to start on Mithra, try to get about 60%, and then swap to Pyra and just use her flames. Okay, or consider the following: get a kill and kill yourself in the process. That, you know, starting off strong.
Yeah.
Also, King of Spills is. Sorry, I know. I see where I got mixed up. I thought that last matchup was over. This is still Darkkat, so that's definitely where I got mixed up there.
Yeah, Darkkat now dubbing this character. This is interesting. You know, I'm all for edge. Okay.
Oh,
that shut me up.
Maybe less for it. maybe. I mean, I respect that. I respect bringing out the new character. Now it looks like you're going to be relying on Pyra a little bit more. And you want to get your opponent to about 60%, like I said. And then you want to do that. You want to do exactly that. So Darkkat, definitely listening from the background here, definitely knows how to play that. Going to be swapping back to Mithra just a little bit, trying to probably rack up 60 or 70%, and then swapping back into Pyra and just forward smashing, or maybe, you know, maybe you bait them to hit your shield and you up special from there. An explosive flame does insane amounts of damage, has insane knockback as well. 26 to 27, last stock stage 3. These two are going at it.
Jeez, and just immediately switching and just throwing out that F smash. It whiffs, but starting to get an idea in mind of what Darkkat wants to accomplish here. Wants to kill with style here. Alright, tries to get the back air, doesn't quite get much. Alright, good movement from King of Spills.
Dang, 73 to 63. These two are really going toe-to-toe. It's going to be that side B special coming out from Darkkat, trying to find some value with it. That spinning blade just racks up so much damage, and the weird thing about it is you can kind of move as Pyra as well. Not fast enough to really follow up off of it, but you can just, like, I think you can just crouch in place. I think that's really all you can do. But now King of Spills 107, Darkkat 103. Gonna swap onto Mithra, try to get that slightly better recovery, and the recovery from King of Spills is gonna knock you up into the air.
No way!
Revolt, able to find him and knock him from the kill quite yet. King of Spills 130%. Damage is a hard hitter. There's plenty of time for her to take Darkkat out of this, and the back air is going to do it. Able to find that shot there. Darkkat just barely unable to win that matchup.
That was ridiculous, and it's funny because when I saw the up B come out, I was like, oh great, that's gonna be like counterplay to the. I believe there's like an up smash coming out at some point. But then that happened. It was just like, okay. So yeah, we saw a jump. Yeah, just like too much startup on that move. Just quickly getting buried.
Yeah, things were really close. They're down to the wire. Takes us all the way to that stage 3, Battlefield Pokemon Stadium 2, and then Battlefield once again. And Darkkat, I mean, the Pyra Mithra started off super strong, right? Went a little too deep for that first stock, ended up losing one of their own, but you've got to think how different that game could have played out had they had that extra stock in their back pocket. Fairfield, however, going to be starting off with an aggressive lead, 5-1. Coming in next, now I completely forgot about that last stage 3, but now coming in, 2 new players going to be Tin Can and IV. Like I said, Tin Can I think is an Ike player, so we have to keep an eye out on that. One of the less conventional sword fighters. We